What was the biggest lie you heard in your childhood? God. I was raised to say my daily prayers to God. Went to catechism every week to learn about God. Went to church every Sunday and holy day to hear about God. And even as a little kid I thought the whole God thing was ridiculous. Now I'm in my 70s and I still wonder whether my parents actually believed in that myth or whether they just went through the motions because it is what everyone expected them to do. My parents raised me on MBTI personality tests. I think we even got them in school at some point. I didn't disagree with my results, but I always dismissed anyone's attempt to pigeonhole anyone's personality. Now I'd finally come across enough scientific discussion to see that it was indeed just a step above astrology. When you get to college, you'll find that the history you learned in high school was full of lies. It wasn't. They just didn't have time or the appropriate form to give every nuance and detail. But they didn't make up anything. If anything, history taught to adults is more subject to distortion and fabrication. That my aunt just went on a travel with a friend but she somehow did and she came back. In reality she cheated on my uncle, tried to get pregnant and to pretend it would be his child, stole thousands of euros and said I stole a phone from my uncle even though she did. My uncle still didn't recover from that. I was really upset when I learned that bacon came from pigs. So my mother assured me that it didn't hurt the pigs, that they just ran the pigs past bacon shavers and it would take off exactly a pound of bacon without hurting the pig and then the pigs could play the rest of the day. When driving through the Alps on our way to our holiday in Spain, we spotted cows grazing in the mountains. My parents told us that the cows had shorter legs on one side so that they can walk around the mountain, keep their balance and not fall down. By no means the biggest. But had fun remembering these. A watermelon will grow in your belly if you swallow seeds. Your eyes will get stuck like a crossing eyes. Gum stays in your stomach 7 years if you swallow it. I was vastly oversold on the value of a college degree. Like it's not worthless, but it's very easy to end up with a ton of debt for something that only makes you slightly more palatable to employers. The biggest lie was schoolboys said that girls who sat with their legs crossed and swung their legs were secretly masturbating, having bunched up panties rubbing the right spot. My parents wouldn't lie to us, so we had the hurtful side of life right in our face all through childhood. Not even a Santa. We did get gifts, but we knew the parents got them. Asked a teacher why people eat with chopsticks in China. Was told they never invented forks unlike us Westerners. Even as a first grader I knew the answer was bullshit. You can be whatever you want if you work hard enough. Some people just aren't intelligent or capable enough to succeed in certain fields, no matter how hard you try. Drinking coffee will make you grow a tail. I don't know how they came up with that, but for some reason I was worried about that for many years until I hit puberty. I once asked my aunt where do babies came from and she told me that babies are made by drawing on a piece of paper and going to church to pray for it. Fair skin, male sign. With hard work you'll get anything you want. Of course you need hard work to get things, but most of the time even with hard work, you won't get anything. You can write letters to Santa and he will bring you gifts or do your wish. I think my parents still keep my letters. So embarrassing. Santa Claus and God are both real. My little Catholic school mind was blown when I first realized that neither were, in fact, real. Asked my mom where do babies come out of and she told me from the butt. Maybe she's not lying because I feel like shit every day. That God exists and being gay will send you to an eternity of torture and fire. Yeah, not gonna believe that bullshit. That turning on the dome light in the car while driving is illegal and I'll get pulled over and get arrested. My dad told me the only reason he hit me so much was because he loved me and I needed to be fixed. Hard work and dedication pay off. Usually it just makes others look good and get all the credit. I was the most important person in the world. That I was something amazing and smart, etc. Not just in childhood, but do what you love and you will never work a day in your life. That you can achieve anything you set your mind on, as long as you work hard enough. That you should get a 4-year college degree, regardless of what you study. That as you eat watermelon seeds, a watermelon will grow in your stomach. Turning on the dome light in cars while driving can get you pulled over. If you eat a watermelon seed, a watermelon will grow in your stomach. Kids are just mean. When you grow up, people won't act like that. That your facial expression becomes permanent when the wind changes. Eat everything on your plate so you can grow up big and strong. Do what you love and the money will follow. Stupidest advice. That you can be whatever you wanted to be when you grow up. That adults should be trusted and know what they're doing. That I was loved. That I could be anything I wanted to be. I love you and this hurts me more that it hurts you. He's only teasing you because he likes you. Fuck that. When right-wing populists read their election program, rolling eyes face. I am your mother. I'm doing this because I love you. That there are different areas of taste on the tongue. Study so that you can achieve something in your life.